Bro, what's going on? Okay, here we go. Nope, he's not a type of remove. That's funny, Joe. Girl, that's how that should be. Like when you have like a stiff neck or like that it takes. I was gonna tell you that it takes like 2 3 days. You know what's crazy? I had an injured finger, right? Let me tell you something. My finger was so injured, just, and you know what? That was an instant manifestation that I did not put down. I need to put that down. And the one, and it would like it would start to heal, and then it will go right back, right? And the one day I said, no, fuck that. My finger is fucking healed. You're fucking healed. And that's on fucking period because I motherfucking said so. Like, I literally was like that because I was tired of it, right? Girl, the next day, my finger was healed. That was like that command letter type of shit. I need to write one. I want to write one today. Where is my? Where is? Hold on. I gotta post later in the memberships how I also focus affirm because really it's hard to get into like not hasn't been hard um but yeah it's not like I don't know sometimes concentration but I forgot that I used to tally like I would get a piece of paper and I would tally but I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna do a little video later for the membership. I actually got ready today. I was wearing a sweater that came out in one of your readings. I think. Remember, I was like, I know we were talking about something about this, like sometimes getting up and like actually getting ready for the day. You still have a job, even though it's from home. I like when my neck feels suffocated. Girl, you know what's funny because I don't like shirts that come up too high, close to the neck. Does that make sense? Like I don't and there's unless it's like a mesh look and even that I still don't want it to touch my neck. Like I want it to come down a little lower. Yesterday I was actually trying on some stuff and I was like I don't like it. Like hi Claudia, I'm good. Hope you're good too. So I just like put it back. Make sure you guys like the stream when you come in. um I just don't, and I don't think it looks right. And you know what too, something like I don't have really big breasts, but when I get dressed, because like you be like put together, and like the bras that I wear, like they they perky them up. I think when your breasts like are your chest, when my chest looks too big, there's just certain things that I don't like the way it looks. Even if something is too open, sometimes I'm like that's just way too much chest out, and it's not about like it just has to like it's just a certain way. Is what I was saying. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying, Jess. Yeah, I actually forgot. I have to find me a cute little. Let me see. What are those little hats called? I don't know why I'm thinking my little cousin when she was like eight. She's like, "Oh my god, you got your little French hat on." Um, Barrettes, right? Barrettes. Yo, Amazon lately, their prices, and even Shein, their prices have been a little crazy. 50 Cent's behavior towards Diddy. Wait, I can't get. I can't do Pinky next then. Wait, what you mean kinky next stuff? Like you don't want nobody to choke you? I mean, you could put your hand around me. I like it. I mean, I never thought I would like it until I experienced it once. You could post your question, Claudia. Girl, what are you having? What will make him stop this behavior? All right, let's see. Wait, what do you mean? Have good people win over him. Okay, let's see. Well, all right, that's two different things. So, do you want me to see what would make him stop this behavior, or like, see, the thing is this. I would just keep it. What will make him stop this behavior? Because I feel like when you add too many energies in one question, it's just hard to say. Because not everybody's gonna win over him unless you have that assumption. Um, and then winning could mean so many things. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with the first one because it kind of just yeah keeps it more simple. You know, like spirit likes to keep it simple. I don't really like questions when it has too many energies because you really don't know where's what like what's being pinpointed. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying, Jess. Yeah, I don't mind being grabbed. I don't, but I don't like wearing chokers either. Like I remember, like a few years ago, I bought me some cute little like choker necklaces because I used to wear them when I was younger. They were like coming back in style, and I wore it like, but I just before like within like 30 minutes to an hour, they were coming off. All right, let's see what was that eight trees behavior towards people. What would stop his behavior? What would make him stop this behavior where he's constantly triggering so many people? All right, the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. The thing about it is that from what I'm seeing here, most people don't have this sentiment. Like they see him as the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. This is someone that like people respect. People respect and they trust his leadership, I guess. Um he comes up for a lot of people as a divine masculine energy. Someone who's disciplined, who's focused, who's stable. Um who's very grounded too. I have the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. They see him as someone who's very loyal, very faithful. Um, the Seven of Wands with the Moon and the Seven of Swords. He does. This is yeah. He with the Seven of Wands, the Moon, and the Seven of Swords. He does have obviously like it's coming up. Whatever you guys are feeling or seeing from him, that is coming up too. But I feel like whoever let's just say whoever is his higher up. I don't know if he's a higher up or what he is, but it almost looks like the people above him have a lot of respect for him. Um, people who like are in leadership roles, they respect him. They see him as a valuable person. Um, I feel like you guys, all in all honesty, you guys need to just stop giving him so much attention, because that's what I'm seeing here too. As a collective, you guys have to start like distancing, and even if it's just you, like you have to say fuck everybody else. Like, I don't want to keep interacting with this energy. I have to keep moving forward, and this comes up for you a lot. It's easy to find people that you can coincide with a lot of things, especially negative stuff. To me, it's always easier to find or connect with people when it comes to negativity than it is to connect with people when it comes to like shifting energy, being more positive. And um I honestly feel like you may have to, like, as yourself, yeah, move on from this, because you have the six of swords here. Like, leave this behind, leave the baggage behind, almost accept him for who he is. Like, there's two ways you can do it: accept him for who he is, and you just don't want to interact with the energy anymore, meaning no longer talking about it. It is what it is unless he's directly doing something to you. Or you can start deciding to see him as a different, you know, just removing your awareness from him. You have the Queen of Swords, so I feel like this is all about you setting boundaries, setting clear boundaries. Like, again, when it comes to people, um, bringing him up, like, it's easy. You can easily tell someone, you know what, I just don't want to interact with the energy, because it's all you. Remember, you, whatever you're experiencing, and I'm gonna always bring y'all back to this. Whatever you're experiencing is because of you. So how people are showing up in your life is because of how you view them. Whatever somebody else is experiencing, that's on them. So I feel like setting boundaries when it comes to certain things, because you always get these cards of like letting go of things and keep moving forward. um I feel like you can be honest and, fair with these people, and just be like, yeah, like, I've experienced that. But also, you need to guard your energy, because I have the Nine of Wands here. So again, it's about boundaries. Like, you have to you have to set boundaries, because I feel like, see, this is the thing, like, you have, like, you're close to success, but the longer you stay in these energies, the longer it takes for them to come, is what I'm getting. um I also feel like another thing here is like, and I always say this to, like, if something, like, so let's just say it's quiet, like, let's just say he has not bothered you, you don't even, like, you haven't interacted with him, and then suddenly, like, he starts acting like a jerk. That's that minute, instead of entertaining that energy, shift your energy from it. Because it's almost like a lesson that keeps coming back, is what I'm getting with this Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah, the Ten of Wands. Like, this is, I feel like, the more you interact with people that, and listen, I get it, because it's hard when you're like working with people, but I feel like it's also, it shouldn't be hard to just let it be. Because at least for me, it's not, and I'm not saying that it should be that way for you too, but I feel like the more you practice that, you practice boundaries, you practice just shifting from that, from entertaining that energy, you're gonna be fine. Because I'm just seeing a cycle that keeps going and going and going and going, and it's nonstop, and it's gonna start causing you some burnout and struggles here. Show me more. The Tower. And you know what's crazy? I literally meant to put up a post today. It's like, you don't change people. You don't. I feel like a lot of people, like, in the past few days that I talked to, like, more so about manifestation and stuff, it's like, you're not changing people. You're choosing a different version of them. And that's what I'm getting here. See, I see the Tower, the Knight of Cups reverse. So the Knight of Cups reverse is about avoiding a conflict, but this is the thing. I do see, yeah, I feel like if you don't remove yourself from this energy, like, you have the Ten of Wands, the Tower, the Knight of Cups reverse, and the Five of Cups. I feel like something can show me, what is this? What is this? Because I'm seeing a bit of chaos coming in. But what is that? All right, the Sun. What is the Sun? The Six of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Yeah, I would say be careful with who you're talking to because I feel like somebody here could be going back and forth. The Six of Pentacles for me is like going back and forth, sharing information. Um, while they're showing up as like, yeah, you see the Seven of Pentacles. Show me that. The World. One more. Yeah, you have to move on from it. Because this is the thing, I'm seeing someone is possibly showing up one way in front of y'all and then a different way behind. So they could be going back and forth. Show me this Five of Cups. Show me the Five of Cups. The Five of Swords reversed. There's something about regretting here. Like you're regretting something. What is that? What is this? What is the regret here? The Two of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. Yeah, I'm telling you, it has to do with somebody who is going back and forth. That again, this person is pretending, and I feel like coming up, there could be something that happens. Like it's not really strong, but I feel like this is what they're warning you of what could happen if like it's mainly for you. If you entertain this, you may have some chaos that comes up, and it's because someone is going back and forth. Let me just see anything else in regards to him himself. Like a Queen of Pentacles keeps trying to come out. Look, the Tower again. The Fool with the Lovers. What's this? Yeah, he comes up as a very secure person, though. Show me that. See, I feel like. Show me the Tower. The Nine of Swords. The Five of Wands. I'm getting some chaos might be coming up with this person. It feels like there's conflict, but this is the thing. He's gonna come out. I feel like winning is what I could say because he comes out of it feeling confident. Um, what is that? The King of Wands reverse. See, I see a higher up taking action. What was that? Yeah, this is him. I want to say like yeah, just be mindful because I'm seeing him. He could be throwing like I feel like someone else is throwing you guys under the bus, and he knows he can get away with it. And I feel like it almost feels like it starts to retaliate. So that's what I'm getting. Yeah, like he knows the higher ups are on his side. This is the thing. He knows he has higher ups like on his side. Because I have the Hierophant here, and that's all about your belief system. And to me, it does feel like, yeah, it's his. He feels that he knows that he'll be all right. So yeah, just be careful with that because it feels like there's gonna be gossipy energy coming around. So that's what I have for you. Hey Anila, how are you? He's still coming up as like himself, like the same. Like I didn't see change in his energy. So even when I asked that, it's like I said, like you will have to like decide if you want to keep entertaining that energy or if you don't. Um, I would say stay away. Like you could still talk to them, It's like I say, when people, there are certain people, how I'm gonna put it to you. So there are certain people, if they ask me about, like, let's just say, and I don't really talk to these people anymore, but like there's people, I'm private for the most part, right? But like I've had, like, when I was still cool with this one friend, the one that I cut off this summer, um, whatever she would ask me about certain things, I would be like, girl, I don't even want to talk about that. Only because I feel like anytime I specific things, like she would either like be very negative or like I literally was gonna post about this. Like I would call her and like tell her like something good that was going on. She would be dead mute on the fucking phone, y'all. Like that I would be like, hello, are you still there? She'd be like, yeah, I'm still here. And like at one point, I was like, fuck her. Like I feel like she's a hater. I'm not gonna keep calling her. Like I call you to check up on you, to like just fill you in on what's going on. Check, like, see how you're doing, and you're gonna be miserable like that on the phone. Fuck you. Like, so whenever she, prior to that though, before I cut her off, prior to that, I stopped telling her stuff because I would notice like she would ask me things, and then I'm like, or I would tell her like, I want to, like I want to get this car, and she'll be like, oh my god, me too. Or like if I told her I want to do, I remember when I wanted to get sound bowls, um, and this is all has a point. It's about setting boundaries, right? Um, I was like, yo, I want to get into sound healing, right? This is like in COVID, like that era. But I saw this lady. This is the first time that I saw the people on YouTube with the big sound bowls. Like some of the bowls are even bigger than them, right? And I was like, do you know that the next? She was like, oh, I have one in my cart right now, and I'm like, you don't have these sound bowls in your cart because they're like $3,000. And she was like, no, yeah, I do have a sound bowl in my car. The next day, it was one of those little metal, like gold ones, because she got it from Amazon, right? But that's what I'm saying. Like, you went and got it because this is when Amazon was sending packages like the fucking next day. And I'm like, I mean, they still do sometimes, but it was just like, what the fuck? But that happened with a lot of things. So I started setting boundaries. I wouldn't tell her stuff. Like, recently this year, I had told her, how I wanted this specific car, right? And she was like, "Oh my god, I've always wanted that." And I'm like, "No, the fuck you haven't, because we talk about cars all the time." And I was like, "Since the fuck when?" Like that's when I became annoyed. So I'm saying that to say, like, you can. The easiest way to set boundaries is just basically be like, "Look, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I don't even want to talk about it." Yeah, that's how I would set it. You don't have to like stay away from them, but I would definitely like stay away from those conversations because and if you do feel like those conversations are just like coming up too much, then just stay away. This specific person too, I was just saying how I'm like, I feel like whenever I was around her, all hell breaks loose. Like no lie, in my life, my all hell breaks loose. And I've told Jess about this. But when I'm the fuck away, why the fuck is this still coming up? I removed that. When I stay away, like my life just flourishes, and it's just so weird to say that, but it is what it is. Like that's exactly what's happening. Can't ignore it. So that's how I would do. That's how I would set a boundary. Just more so like, yeah, I just don't even feel like talking about that. Like, girl, I don't even want to talk about that. I'm focused on something else. Like I'm focusing on me. I don't want to be around his energy. Like just keep it like keep it like a casual thing. Yeah, just my the one of the subliminals I have that I listen to sometimes, I'll be rock. So, Nikki used to do I don't know if she still does it, the biofeedback. So it's like the actual like brain frequency, not like the sound frequency, but so you don't hear this frequency. When I would do the biofeedback sessions, they were amazing. Those that Let me say so. I did those biofeedback sessions for like a month and a half because I had sessions, and then I just did it twice a week in the summer. That's what shifted my energy. Yeah, do that because, like I said, it's easy to um find people that talk negative, right? That are not happy with life. It's easier than to speak on other things. That's why I was saying like one of my friends, my tarot reader friend, like I told her the other day, I'm like, with her, I could deal with her, like even though she crashes out sometimes, but I was like, we talk about different things, like we'll catch up, like sometimes we'll pull cards for each other, sometimes we don't, but we talk about a lot of different things, but I noticed like there's people that no matter how long you've known them, they're just negative beings. So you just have to be careful because it's like I said, it's easier to get caught up in that than it is to be caught up in like important stuff. I went to a sound bath yeah, I love that stuff. I love that stuff. Yeah, just so the frequency is actually like the brain frequencies. So it goes directly to the brain. Like, they have places where you can go, and so what it does is like it clears up like traumas and stuff like that, and directly through the brain, right? Now, this was done, virtually, but there are places that you can go directly. And so virtually, like it could take, depending on how much trauma you have. From Diddy's case, Cassie, she did that. She actually mentioned that doing bio feedback, um, or biofrequency. It depends on what they call it, and how that helped her get past the trauma of what he did, because it just rewires your brain basically, but it's directly to the brain. And then but there's places that you can actually go to, and they attach you to this machine, and put things like little wires or whatever, and like they manually do it, which they say um that actually processes faster. Like some people have only needed one session. Those are more expensive though. So yeah, but I like all that stuff. My when she did my subliminal, um she added that, and I can tell she did, because whenever I listen to it, like you could tell the difference. Like you're just more, I want to say calm. Yeah, those frequencies, the music, that stuff helps too, because it has like you know what I don't like? I don't like when people do subliminals and they got all this drumming and shit. Like I'm like, why is that? That's just too much noise. I'm like, why? Like I don't know. I don't like that stuff. Just you can post your questions when you're ready. It calmed me down so much. Yeah, that will calm me down so much too. That's how I am when I meditate. Even when I like meditate and like not meditate, but like when I'm like, excuse me, in that state while affirming, sometimes I'll catch myself like snoring. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, is that a guy? Let's see. How does Jay feel? How would Jay feel about Justice New YouTube? I gotta follow on you from here. I know I'm following you from my other account. Or subscribe. So you see, Claudia, you do stuff like because to me, and I'm not saying that it's not, is like, but to me, I'm real big on peace, and I'm real big on like if I'm doing certain things, like if I'm doing sound bath healings, the last thing I want to hear is about some dumb shit. Like I just came out from being calm, and usually that energy sticks with you for a while. To me, at least, like as long as you keep your awareness there, but it can shift easily. How is she gonna feel? Oh yeah, girl, you do a lot of stuff. I would not entertain no bullshit. How is she gonna feel about just seeing YouTube video? Alright, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords has been coming out for y'all a lot. How would you feel about Justice new YouTube video? The Seven of Pentacles, a big girl. it's like the video. I don't really feel like it's the content itself. Like to me, I feel like he's watching it, or he'll watch it because it's you. But what he's getting from, like, what I would say, what's triggering in him, um, is like wanting a breakthrough, wanting to bring clarity. It is making things. I feel like he's receiving like some sense of mental clarity about what he wants, which is success, is a new start, is like focusing on you. I feel like it also gives him a vision of like, I feel like he may start even like visualizing. Um, it gives him a closer look at you for sure. And then with the Seven of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, to me, it's about building towards like you, like building, putting in the work towards something like long term with you. He feels like, and I don't want to say investment as like your property or like an object, but like he sees you as a solid investment. Like he sees that, he knows if he plants that seed, you guys can it'll flourish because he'll see the end results. Because it's not like he'll be doing it himself. He knows that there will be teamwork here because you have the Three of Pentacles. Um, I also feel like there's a sense of like, how do you what's the word I'm looking for? Hold on. Um, it's a, what I'm getting, pooling energy, but not like, oh my god, there's a pool here. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm looking for. Um, so all right, so the pooling energy that I'm seeing is not like, I mean, there is a pool here, right? Like he feels a pull towards you, but what I'm saying pooling is like POOLING. That's the word I saw, and that's more so when like, how I could explain it is like when a group of people, right? This would be you and him. You gather with like a shared focus, like you're gathering with a shared focus, um, and this could be like, you could look at it as like a healing circle. This is how I could say it, like a healing circle, right? Um, so your individual energies can merge and amplify, creating a stronger unified energy field. So like PULL is more so like your energies are more and more intertwined. Is better. I'm sorry, I probably made that hard, but I just have seen the word pooling, and I'm like, I remember what it meant, but I was like, let me just make sure. Um, I feel like it's like right now he feels an intensified energy, um and it's more directed towards a positive outcome for sure. So it's like right now, like there's some like almost like, and this crazy that we're talking about sound bowls and stuff like that, and that came up because it almost feels like that's what's happening in your energetic field right now while you guys are intertwining. Like there's a promoting of like healing, there's like an influence of a situation. So like your videos are just, this is what I was saying, like the videos is like he sees it, but it's something bigger is happening here. um it's like you're achieving a deeper collective consciousness right now, is what is literally what it is. And this is exactly why, without you guys following each other, you both posted the same exact fucking thing. So that's how I can put it. um I feel like is, you know why this is, I feel like this is happening this way. Like, if I don't know if, like, I'm just giving you the information that's coming through because I'm getting a lot of stuff at once. I'm trying to like breathe so I could like make it make sense. I feel like in the energetic field, you guys may have been like, the energy may not have been flowing properly, right? So like maybe like the past few months you saw signs, right? Like him like in your streams and stuff like that. But it was kind of almost coming from like old self, and now that's shifting. Like old self is almost like dying out, and the new version of him, like the one that really shows up, that's coming through a lot. Um so it does feel um like a pool, like let's talk about a pool where you swim. That water could stay stagnant, right? Nobody's in there and it's stagnant. It's nothing is happening. It's just not moving. Where like it can be seen like I said, like blocked or like unmoving, it's unpurified, whatever. Um it's been sitting there for years. Like let's just say it's just been sitting there. That energy's been sitting there for a few months. No one has gotten into this pool. You're gonna want to clean it out, right? Because if not, it can negatively affect your well being. Where now it feels more so like whatever you're doing on this side, it's grounding. Um, it's healing whatever needed to heal and to release those blockages is what I can say. Like it's got deep for you, Jess. Like it got deep for you today. I feel like that's exactly why your energies are so intertwined. Um, yeah, it's like your energy's what is you're pure, like it's being purified. It's being to me when something is purified is like, it wasn't in the best health, but like we're gonna make it because it doesn't have to be 1000% healthy for it to work, right? We drink purified water. Like let's be for real, and we ain't die yet, you know. So it's more about like the energy that you're doing, like you're transmuting the energy, and through these videos, that's what's happening to him. Um, Hi Virgo, how are you? I mean Sarah. All right, Claudia, you'll be after Jess. Girl, what was I saying? Look at the fucking Ace of Cups came out with the Eight of Cups. Clarify this Eight of Cups for me. So for me, the Ace of Cups, I feel like there's a lot of spiritual intimacy, and I know we talk about law of ascension, but that'll be for like our members live. But with this, like speaking with tarot, here, there's just deeper feelings. He's coming in as more compassionate, more. There's emotional awakening here. There's new emotions, and again, there's spiritual intimacy. What is the Eight of Cups? Show me the Eight of Cups. I feel like this is him letting go of like the stuck energy, but he doesn't even know why it's happening. Like it's just happening, and I feel like, at least right now, um, show me the Eight of Cups. Girl, the Queen of Wands with the Six of Wands. You know what's crazy? I feel like this is you too. I feel like you're not gonna be, and I got this for you. I think in your monthly reading for December, where I said you're not gonna be in that energy like of like moping around or feeling sorry for yourself. You're gonna be more in a confident energy. Like it's almost like you feel like victorious. Um, the sun is here. Positive news coming in. I feel like he's definitely letting whatever like is meant to happen, and I think that that's a good place for him to be in, because I think when he doesn't, he kind of like holds back too much. Show me more. Yeah, the Four of Cups. This is him feeling unfulfilled, and the Eight of Pentacles working towards. I feel like this is him working on himself. So yeah, like I feel like the videos, like I was saying from the beginning, it's not. I'm not getting like a feeling towards the content itself, but what he's seeing, like as he sees these sides of you, it is creating a bigger shift for him. So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. All right, let me go to your next question. Is Saf a guy or a girl? Just want to make sure. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Please like the stream. Just have you seen the type ratings thing come up again for Nightbot? It is coming up. Why? Let me go fix Nightbot real quick. A girl? Okay. We should be good now. All right, let's see. What was the question? Damn, I read it like 4 times. How does that from Twitter view me when interacting with me? All right, let's see. You're on Twitter? I gotta follow you on Twitter. I don't really go on there like that like I used to. How does that view Jazz? How does that view Jazz? The Knight of Swords. Right away I get like assertive, ambitious, success driven, very intellectual. Um, she also seems very independent, very I keep getting successful or success driven. I don't know what interactions you guys had, but like she can see like your self worth. You're showing up as a nine of pentacles, and then I have the um Knight of Wands. See, I get like success driven. Like that's the big thing I get here. The big thing is like success driven. Very free spirited is how she's seen. Which is funny because you know the nine of pentacles, she can also be a little reserved, but um she's very assertive though. And then you have the Knight of Wands, which is very adventurous or like, very outgoing, um, even charming, you know. So she could feel like a really cool. Oh, she does. That's so cool. I forgot that she was from up here. She's from Bristol. Is it Bristol, PA? Is it Bristol? I want to, or she's from Bucks County. Well, Bristol, where Bristol be Bucks County? I can't remember now. I'm losing sight. But she's from up here. Just like Taylor Swift is not from like that far from me. She's from Reading, if I'm not mistaken. The Nine of Cups. I feel like she's excited about you guys like connecting. Like she feels like a connection there. I feel like there's contentment as well. Girl, I keep seeing success, success. Something about success here. What is that? The Nine of Swords came out with the moon. What is that? What is the Nine of Swords here? Why is the Nine of Swords here? The Death card. I feel like this is like a new thing for her, and like I feel like she's hopeful that you guys can grow the friendship. Yeah, look, as I said that, look what came out. The Three of Cups with the Two of Wands. So I'm seeing her being hopeful. Just kind of like, she's hopeful that like a friendship can form here. The moon is here. I feel like she may have gone through like some stuff when it comes to friendships. So maybe this is feel I don't know, I feel more drawn to interact with Zach specifically. That makes sense. And you say you do feel? I feel like I don't like I okay. I feel like yeah, it's you could tell it's new. I think that she may have like not had the best like experience with friends. So this is kind of like a good thing for her because it's not like you're around, she's wherever she's at and you're wherever you're at. And so it's not like, oh my god, like I have the pressure of like having to hang out with a friend. Like some people need that. Some people don't. Or maybe she's still a little bit more reserved. Being cautious is what I get from her. But not because of you, but more so because of things that she's been through. And I feel like with you, like there is a sense of like releasing tension and um and conflict from her past. So that's what I'm getting. Anything else as far as like how she views Jazz? Yeah, the Ace of Cups. So there's a new opportunity for growth here, is what I'm getting. So yeah, I was kind of confused about that Nine of Swords, but it makes sense because you got the Death card. So there's change here, and like she's looking forward to it, is what I'm getting. Um, and thank you, Jess. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom, guys. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Claudia, you can post. I don't know. Yeah, it was frozen. Close out and come back in, guys. If you don't, if it's like static or anything. Yeah, because you know what? Whenever it freezes on my end, you guys gotta come out and then come back in for whatever reason. I noticed that when I was like on my friend's channel one time, and I'm like, it sounds staticky. And the people that were just coming, they were like, no, it's not. I guess the fuck it is, but it was on my end. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Let's see. What is Israel's energy towards Claudia currently? What is this current? What is Israel's energy towards Claudia? Let's check it some more. What is Israel's energy towards Claudia? All right, the Six of Wands. The Star and the Ace of Swords with the hang. He's observing you, and I literally was gonna say that he's observing you, but I don't get bad energy because I have the Star, the Ace of Swords, and the Hangman. So I got the Six of Wands. I'm sorry, the Star, um the Six of Wands, the Star, the Ace of Swords, and the Hangman. I feel like he's definitely like in an observant energy, but it's almost like he wants to talk to you. So I were you guys ever cool? Cause I'm getting a sense of like wanting. I feel like too. I'm getting also too. I feel like he's wondering what you think of him. That's so odd that that's coming in because you're wondering how he, what's his energy towards you. But I feel like he's also wondering your energy towards him. I don't get any bad energy here. Like I said, I have the Star and the Ace of Swords, so I feel like there's a sense of like calmness when it comes to you. Like I don't get any bad energy. I feel like okay with the Queen of Pentacles being here. I also feel like with the Ace of Swords, um, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point he tries to talk to you. To be honest, you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, so he sees you as a very sensible person, very welcoming. You have like a good sense of like of self is what I'm getting here. Show me more. What is your energy towards her? What is your energy towards her? The three, girl, the three, because I literally, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to speak to you. Is what I'm getting here. I feel like it depends. Like I feel like if the chance comes, like he will speak to you. Hmm. The Two of Swords. The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, but I feel like he kind of goes back and forth with it, like approaching you or speaking to you. Because the Two of Swords is here with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like it's something that he weighs. Like it's like, should I not? It's a difficult decision to come towards you. There's doubt or like inner conflict. There's also avoidance here. There's confusion overall. Um, I feel like maybe if an opportunity comes up, like he will come towards you. Um, I feel like with this Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles coming out almost together, and the Nine of Cups, I feel like there's, I want to say, disappointment. Um, because of how things possibly ended. Um, Hi Kaiser, you were in here the other day. I don't take I don't take super chats. If you guys read the pin message, it tells you to read the description. All payment options are listed on there. So yeah, I don't take super chats. Um, I feel like he's aware that he was arrogant. Um, and also like he took the, I want to say, the connection like for granted. And I feel like he knows that you set boundaries here. Yeah, the of wands coming out again, so I feel like he kind of goes back and forth of should I approach her, should I not. So I'm not getting bad energy. If anything, I'm getting pretty good energy here. And in the Eight of Cups, or letting it go. So I do feel like there's a sense of him. There's curiosity around him for sure, but and I feel like there's uh like a sense of like approaching things or just letting it be. So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Make sure you guys like the stream when you guys come in. So that's what I have for you, Claudia. Alright, just then add yourself and then Kaiser. Thank you, Kaiser. Make sure you guys like the stream. Alright, Claudia, that is what I have for you. You're welcome. Right. That's why I said like I feel like that's why Spirit is telling you like whatever other people have going on is not, it's not for you. Like let them deal with what they're dealing with when it comes to him. As long as he's not doing anything to you directly, it doesn't matter. We could close out just two, by the way. All right, so Sarah's here. Let's see. I noticed my boss and some nurses giving me weird energy about the new position. Supervisors, I start next week. What's the deal with this? All right, let's see. The Strength card, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Clarify the Ten of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. Are you leaving from like their department? Is that what it is? Because I'm getting just more so like they're feeling like, I'm guessing like they're gonna have more work. There's also a bit of jealousy here because you're. It almost looks like for me the Ten of Cups is like full happiness for you. Um, Show me more. The Three of Pentacles definitely like for me is showing up as like gossipy energy. The Five of Cups. Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm getting. I don't know if they're feeling like they're gonna have more work on their plate. Because that's literally what I'm getting. I'm getting like they're feeling like they're gonna have more work on their plate, and that's where that's coming from. Because I'm getting a sense of like abandonment. We're being left stuck here. Um, the Judgment is here. I feel like, show me more. The Lover's reverse. Yeah, I'm getting like discord, like imbalance. It's whatever. Like you moving on right to this new position is leaving them unbalanced. Is what I'm getting. I'm not getting a lot of from this outside of that. I'm pulling more and more cards, and like it's very quiet energy. I'm not getting. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles again. It's that abandonment, being left out, them having to possibly like there's also worry on their side, like, and I feel like it has to do with like, yeah, like the workload, because the Ace of Pentacles is here. So I'm getting more so it's like the workload, like they're that's what they're upset about, that you're leaving and they're getting stuck with more workload is what I'm getting. um Show me more. I have a large. Oh, they will. Yeah. So that's what it. That's where it's coming from. It's coming. Yeah. Look, challenges. The Seven of Wands. So that's where it's coming from. Like their energy is more. It feels like jealousy because now I'm getting like jealousy, but I'm also the most that I'm getting is like now we're together. That's what I'm getting. It's coming from a place of possibly of like overthinking because I have the Eight of Swords here. So like lack mindset is what I'm getting that they're going through. Um, Feeling helpless without you being there. Oh, you're lazy ass. Yeah. And I feel like whatever she's feeling, she's pouring it into them. And so like they're feeling the same, like I said, they're feeling kind of stuck. Like there's gonna be a lot of workload here for them. All right, let's see. How would things go with this new position? All right, let's see overall. Let's see. Oh well, people come and go. People have to evolve. That's on them. Like nobody can. I mean, I used to hate that too, and it was like, oh my god, we've only had this, but it was more so like if we only had somebody for like 2 months, because I'm like, I spent all that time, like that's why I used to never train people. I used to like, do not put me to train people because I'm like, we trained this girl for like 2 months and is she leaving? I know for you it's different, but all right, how will things go in this new position overall? All right, the Nine of Wands reverse. Okay, the King of Swords reverse. I feel like there's definitely going to be some challenges um, starting off. Um, Maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed in the beginning. And a bit of exhaustion. So be mindful of like burnout because I feel like with this King of Swords reverse, there could be someone there that has a bit of like, I want to say like irrational expectations even when someone is new. Show me more. Show me more with this. You're definitely, it's gonna be a lot of work. I'm gonna say that the Four of Wands is here, so I feel like you're gonna adapt quickly. You are gonna find home stability though, and a sense of belonging. So there's gonna be like a little, little humps here and there. But you're showing up as very confident with the as the Queen of Wands, very confident, very self assured. Um, you're gonna be taking. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of times where you're gonna have to like, you know, solve problem solve or like initiate make decisions without like the help of other people, but you're gonna be fine. Because I see independent work and like, you know, there's other people you have to deal with. The Eight of Pentacles, I am seeing you like working hard. This does bring you more stability is what I'm getting. I feel like this department is definitely like there's is high standards here. It's hard work. Um, but you're gonna master your craft is what I'm getting. You're gonna be very focused. It's gonna be, I'm getting more so like energy of how it's gonna be now in the beginning, like skill development, um, just working hard, basically learning your position. Show me more. But I don't get like bad energy, at least not yet. It was just more so like someone here is a bit irrational. Yeah, like the Star, the Ace of Swords. Oh shit, that's a lot. Yeah, the Star being here, I feel like for me is all about renewal. It's about hope, faith, having faith, positivity, feeling inspired, and you also with the Star and this Ace of Swords, I'm getting like inner clarity. So like this might bring you a sense of like clarity of like, okay, where do I see myself? Like it may even open up doors for you or like even your vision to something bigger because I'm getting new ideas that bring you success. Yeah, the Chariot is here. So I feel like you're going to progress really fast. I got a lot of cards that talk about success here. So you're going to be successful. I feel like just, you're going to be determined is what I'm getting. Um I feel like you and this person, I just want to make sure, is this nurse? Yeah, the King of Pentacles. So that's a yes for me. So I feel like even though like you guys may be like, I would call it like opposing forces. It's like you guys will come together to work towards a specific goal. So I feel like you'll work well with her. The Seven of Swords is here. What is this? The Five of Pentacles and the Magician. Um, I feel like until like you get your feet like really really wet, I feel like you may feel a little isolated, is what I'm getting here. And maybe it's because of like the position that you're gonna be in, right? Like you being a supervisor. I feel like maybe in the beginning it's not, people won't warm up like quickly, but eventually I see that happening. Um, the lovers, yeah, this is being more in alignment. Oh, you just work with her, yeah. I feel like you guys are gonna probably be able to like, we're probably gonna be able to balance out her energy. Yeah, see, what I will say, like this department, I feel like everybody has, they know what their main goal is, right? Which is the patients. They know that what they need to do. So I feel like at the end of the day, that's always going to be the main focus, which is a good thing, because we're all on the same page. I do feel like, yeah, I keep getting new opportunities here. You're showing up as very grounded though, with the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles. Very grounded, very steady growth. I honestly don't see any issues. If anything, I see more new opportunities. A lot of change here with the Ace of Cups and the Tower. Like there's gonna be changes that are needed to happen. You're gonna find your passion for like other things. Yeah, like the Eight of Wands. It's like good things coming your way. There's excitement here, there's movement. um this is also a card of like manifestations, like things coming towards you really quickly. So I wouldn't even be surprised if you have a new opportunity that comes in pretty fast, like where you grow from here in this department. um yeah, so you see, like that's why I said, I'm like, I don't get that she's gonna be a problem because you're hardworking, and that's something that she likes. So I feel like because you're coming in with the common goal with her to like work hard and get things done, I feel like that makes her feel good. That makes her feel good. All right, let's see. All right, what are B's feelings towards me? Okay, let's see. What are B's? Wait, Sarah, the last time you were here, you were going on a date. How did that date go? I meant to send you a message on Instagram, but I forgot. Okay, the King of Wands. How do you feel? The Devil. Yeah, remember, I feel like I got that a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. Like something was off. Like it was. I remember like it was just weird. Like it's like there was all the potential, but then there was something that was off with the connection. Like there was something, yeah, definitely off. All right. Honestly, I feel like he's feeling very sexual towards you. Because I have the King of Wands, the Devil, and the Magician. I'm getting like very sexual energy. Yeah. I just clarified the Devil with the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm getting like very sexual energy towards you. I feel like there's a desire to have you, um, to be with you, to be like intimate with you. Um, Show me more. The World card. Yeah, I feel like I have a desire to see you is what I'm getting. Like he wants to see you and spend time with you. Um, the Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, the Two of Cups. Yeah, he's really attracted to you. Um, I feel like with this World card, so with the Magician, I'm seeing communication. Um, Whether you guys are speaking or not, there is communication here that's growing. I wouldn't be surprised if you like hear from him like randomly today. Um, I feel like with the World card, like he's also focused on the bigger picture. So even though there is desire, like sexual desire, there's also him thinking about the bigger picture here, wanting to accomplish something, wanting like feeling inspired to make something happen. The World card is also a travel card, so there could be like talks about that coming up. Clarify this World card for me. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, because there's this the distance. He wants to close the gap with the Eight of Cups and the Three of Swords. I feel like the distance, the physical distance, he's not really liking it. He's trying not to be in his feelings about it though either, because I just clarified with the King of Pentacles. So he's being very practical when he thinks about that, like the distance, the physical distance. But I do feel like there could be conversations about that coming up soon. Show me the Seven of Swords. The Five of Wands. Well, the Seven of Swords reverse. Yeah, it's the Five of Swords here. I'm sorry, that was the Five of Wands with the Five of Swords. I feel like he's honestly, I'm getting a little bit of mental conflict here. Um, and this is why he's trying to be more practical about things. And I feel like it has. Does this have to do with the physical distance? Does this have to do with the physical distance? The Death card. Okay, one more. And the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Because see, I feel like when he thinks of like a traditional, when he thinks about like commitment, right? Like getting married, being together, he thinks about it from a traditional standpoint, right? I think the physical distance and why I feel like it could be bothering him more now is because I feel like he's ready to grow the connection, but maybe he feels like this is not, this is it's not uncommon, but it's also not the most common way to possibly bring a connection together, being at a long distance. But what I do see is him having an interest to still kind of grow the connection, even if you guys are at a distance right now, and then like seeing where it goes. And I feel like it has everything to do with you and how he feels about you. Because if it's someone else, I don't see him really entertaining like a long distance situation. Um, Clearly, like he's coming up as a man that needs like physical attention, and like I said, not necessarily not necessarily like sex only, but more so like the physical intimacy, like just laying in bed watching a movie, or like laying on the couch having dinner today, not having to wait weeks or months, or stuff like that is what I get. But I feel like because it's you, like he's willing to like just let things develop. In parents home right now and dating. Yeah, it's interesting. I would be open to long distance. Yeah. Okay, so it is easier. Yeah, because the Two of Cups is here. So like there's mutual love, there's mutual respect, mutual attraction. It's a close bond. Um, and he likes what like he just really likes you, and he could see partnership here. So I feel like, again, like I feel like had it been somebody else, no, I don't think he would consider long distance. But because of you, he will. Um, so yeah, that's what I have here. There's a sense of belonging is what I feel like he gets. I feel like even if he tries to detach, or maybe let's say like if he tries to talk to other people, it's like he finds himself, I want to say, like coming back to you. Yeah, you can send for it. That's fine. Now I'm hungry. Oh, let me make sure my iPad is fine. No, we're good. Okay. Alright, what this one is saying. I can't stop thinking about you. Everything feels better when you're involved. You stay on my mind in the softest way. I never realized how much I needed you until now. Oh, we got two. Okay. What's the other one? You make me feel safe in a way no one else does. And I miss you more than I want to admit. Okay. I'm trying because you matter to me. I want more moments with you. A side of me I actually like. You inspire me to be better. Oh wait, I'm someone. Hold on. I crave your energy more than anything. And at the bottom you have, I hope you feel how much I'm choosing you. So that is for you, Sarah. That is what I have for you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I added more to some of the well that one and a new one that I'm working on. Well, that I've been working on here and there. So that's what I have, Sarah. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back, y'all, and then so we can finish up. So 1 second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Bree, are you here? Let us know if you're here. All right, so let's get started. All right, for the first half of the year. All right, the Six of Cups reversed, the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Moon. Hold on, something else split. Did it go? Did it? I guess not. The Knight of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Death card, the Nine of Wands, the Hangman, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. I feel like the first half of the year opens. So it's opening with the Six of Cups reverse. Um, so it's showing you finally breaking away from old emotional patterns, past expectations, or lingering attachments that have held you back. The Seven of Wands reinforces that you're learning to stand firm in your boundaries, protecting your peace, and refusing to repeat cycles that drained you. Um, I feel like as you do this, the Three of Cups brings in uplifting connections, so new friendships, supportive people, or joyful moments that remind you you're not alone. Um, the King of Pentacles, I feel like it's highlighting a major upgrade in stability, like so financial improvement, better decision making, or stepping into a more grounded, mature version of yourself. Um, this for me also feels like this could be like financial opportunities, which goes with financial improvement. Still, the Moon does show that beneath this growth, you'll have moments of doubt or emotional fog. Um, but the Knight of Wands, I feel like it gives you courage, pushing you to take bold steps despite uncertainty. With the Six of Swords, I do see a shift into calmer waters mentally, emotionally, and physically, and even spiritually. It's like you're consciously moving away from what no longer serves you. Um, the Death card, for me, it marks a significant turning point. So this is like an internal transformation. Um, or external ending that clears space for you to rebuild. So there's gonna be definitely like like major transformations happening for you. I want to say in the first half. This could be at any given point. Um, the Nine of Wands being here, it does show resilience. Like, so for me, this, if like what Spirit's saying is like, even when you're tired, you're going to keep going, because you feel the change coming. So like, if in the past, like when you start to feel tired, you feel like, oh my god, like this is, I've been doing all that I can, and like you start to feel like you want to give up. It's, you're not gonna be in that energy. You're gonna be more in the energy of like, okay, I know the change is coming. I can feel it, and so I'm gonna keep pushing through. You then have the Hangman, which to me it brings a pause that helps you see everything from a new angle. Um, it's inspired. This pause is more so to inspire you to reorganize your priorities. So I do feel like there's gonna be some scattered energy that you're gonna have to like um reorganize on, but it's for the it's for good. For me, the Hangman is always like a more so of a pause, but it's not an ending. And it's not a, it doesn't, the pause can be as long as you want it to be. The Eight of Pentacles, it is showing strong dedication to your craft, your career or personal development. So working hard towards like what you're investing in. I feel like by the time you reach the Eight of Cups, you're ready to walk away from situations, relationships, or versions of yourself that no longer align with the future you're creating. Um, I see a lot of transformation happening for you in the first half because we have a lot of transformation cards, letting go of the past, letting go of like old versions, letting go of like old situations. So I do feel like this first half is a period. Um, this first half period is about shedding, strengthening, and stepping into deeper emotional maturity, ultimately leading to clarity, empowerment, and a renewed sense of direction is what I'm getting here. All right, let me see. Let me get. All right, let's see. All right, so I do see changes happening within the next few weeks, is what this is saying. So I feel like even before like the new year starts, you're gonna start to see some shifts in your energy. This could be you also in like the physical world. Yeah, let go. So letting go of like things that no longer serving. So if you know right now, we all know what we have to let go of, even if we don't want to admit it to ourselves. Like try to figure it out so that you can just let it go and you know, um, let it take its the route that it needs to take. Um, you are being told to take action. I have a take action card here. So if there's anything that you've been like holding on to that you just are kind of procrastinating on, and you know what? Let me go back to your reading because I was getting like if you can tend to procrastinate, I don't know if you do, Bree, but I feel like you're not gonna be in that energy. So that's like an old self of yours that's gonna shed. Is if there is procrastination because a lot of times I feel like when we I feel like procrastination can sometimes be good or bad, and that's from my personal experience. Sometimes I work well under pressure. Other times, if I procrastinate, I start to overthink. So use that as however it's able to help you. You do have abundance coming your way, so this is again goes with your financial growth. Um, I'm getting here too. Again, the Three of Cups. Well, it says helpful people, so that reminds me of the Three of Cups coming out in your reading. So you're gonna be meeting people that may be resourceful, maybe have like really good ideas, things that can help you. Um, you're gonna be improving your health, and again, that reminds me of like that emotional, spiritual, physical, mental, like growth that you're gonna have. Um, I see like major changes coming in. Show me more. What else? You're ready. Yeah, this go that take action card. So I feel like again, if you're overthinking something, they're saying no. Like don't overthink it. You're ready to take action now, not later. And I in this card, like there's like coins. There's a lot of gold around it. So I feel like you're gonna have a lot of financial growth. Let me grab the okay, yeah, this one. Try from here. Moon deck when I'm called to it. I love that moon deck. That moon deck reveals a lot. Oh my gosh, nothing's coming out. What does we need to know? All right. It says your words equal the law. Period. What you say goes. So remember that your words are powerful. Confidence is your frequency, not a performance. What you assume you wear, so wear it well. Is it cutting out for anyone else? Your worth is permanent. Act like it. All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I came out and came back in. Can you guys hear now? Okay. Yeah, it disconnected. All right. So let me see your last question. It cut out after I finished the oracles. Like literally right after I did said the last oracle. How will a new subliminal that I'm working on affect me? All right, let's see. Which one was the last one you heard? Because I'm not. I already shuffled them. All right. So I'm gonna ask Jess. Do you remember what was the last oracle you heard on the audio? Let me see if I can hear it on my side. I could hear it, so that's what I'm saying. Like you may just have to go back, but give me a second. I want to see where it stopped at. Yeah, I'm listening to it right now. I can hear it. Just give me a second. I want to hear all of them just to make sure. And you said you didn't hear none of the oracles, Bree, because I'm listening to them right now. So you'll just have to go back. Let me just make sure all of them. Yeah, but you can hear everything I'm saying, even if it's choppy, because I'm literally listening to it right now. There's a little static, but you can hear every single word I'm saying. Yeah, I can hear literally every single word I'm saying. I thought you said you didn't hear any of the oracles. That's why I'm like, let me go back because I was talking for a little while. Let me just make sure. Yeah, improving health. You're ready. That was the. Yeah, it got staticky where I said like the moon deck. I only use that. Like you don't have to tell me what not to use it because I only use that when I'm called to it. That's where it got like staticky. All right, I'm gonna give you these because I don't. I think it skips the whole part. So yeah, but you got 6 oracles already. That was all recorded. Like that's all there. All right, so you have belief is your superpower. Use it. Abundance is your birthright. Your goddess self doesn't fight the mirror. She changes the face in it. Okay. Yeah, it was when I was doing these oracles, but I don't know which ones came out because I had already shuffled. You have your reflection is begging you to love yourself harder. You sit on the throne by choice, not by vote. And you have every version of you already exists. Choose the one dripping in gold. And then at the bottom you have they chase the one who assumes she's already chosen. Yeah, but the first six oracles, they're there. I mean, some of them were a little like staticky, but I can hear every single word I'm saying. All right, let me go to your next question. Um, how will the new subliminal? Well, I don't know why earlier I said that too, subliminal that I'm working on affect me. Let's see. Let's see. All right, let's see. How will this affect her? The new subliminal she's working on. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay. The Seven of Cups. Damn, they coming out fast. The Seven of Wands. The Five of Swords. The High Priestess. And the Justice card. You have two fives, two sevens. The High Priestess and Justice. Major changes. So, FYI, when I first started reading tarot, like I was already like I've I've been spiritually awakened, but since I was like 8. But as I actually started learning tarot cards, um, the fives were fucking hard to read. But so what I'm getting with so I feel like the new subliminal you're working on is going to have a noticeable impact in your inner world and your confidence. With the Five of Pentacles reversed, it immediately begins lifting you out of any feelings of lack, um, any feelings of like insecurity or being on the, quote unquote, on the outside looking in. I feel like you'll start feeling more supported, more hopeful, and more connected to your own value. And what's crazy is I feel like this is almost given like that energy from your reading, the first reading, where I was saying like this, like the first half of the year, like you have a lot of financial improvement, and the Five of Pentacles for me is like recovery of financial, like after financial loss, or like not feeling like you're in the best place financially and emotionally, and like it's in the reverse. So I feel like emotionally and financially you're gonna be feeling really good, or it's at least putting you in that energy. um but also feeling more connected to you and your own value. The Seven of Cups being here, it shows that it may open up many new ideas, possibilities, or desires in your mind, almost like your imagination and intuition expand at once, right? And I think I mentioned this here, or maybe I didn't. Maybe it was like because I journal here and there, where I was saying like recently I've been having all these new desires coming up. I still have the other ones that like I'm still working on, but I have like all these new desires coming up, and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm excited, right? So I feel like that's where you're gonna be at too with the subliminal. Um, However, with the Seven of Wands and the Five of Swords, you may experience moments of like where your old limiting thoughts try to push back, or you feel mentally conflicted as the subliminals like kind of basically what I'm gonna say like rewires deeper patterns. So you may have like this. For me, this is like a temporary and simply part of your system adjusting. So just remember that if that does come up, once you start like getting into like your routine or however you look at it, like however you do it with your subliminals, you may it's like the old stuff is breaking away, right? The old stuff is like fading out. It's just you're gonna maybe relive some little moments, but just don't focus on them. It's just clearing away. Um, with the High Priestess being here, it shows the subliminal will heighten your intuition, your self awareness, and your inner clarity. I feel like you'll begin recognizing your own power more naturally. And for me, this means to me like your manifestations coming in. Um, or at least you're seeing major, and I'm not saying signs like angel numbers, or like let's just say if it's a person, I'm just using random like their names. No, I'm getting like more direct stuff that you're like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm on the right path. Something that's more direct to you. Um, I feel like with the justice, it indicates alignment and balance returning. So I feel like the subliminal helps you make clear choices. Think more think more objectively. Okay. Um, and attract outcomes that are fair and in your highest good. So I feel like overall it works by shifting your mindset um, from scarcity from scarcity and confusion into confidence, intuition, and balance. So ultimately helping you step into a more empowered and aligned version of yourself, which is the high priestess. And for me, the high priestess is like she's the most powerful out of the feminine energies in tarot. She's the most powerful. She's the one. She's all the way up there. So that's the energy that I feel like you're gonna be embodying more, or at least that's where the subliminal is gonna take you. So it looks good. And to me, it's funny how this kind of reflected your reading for the half of the year. So I feel like once you start, I don't know if you started listening to it. I feel like the way you wrote it, it didn't, I don't think you did. Because that's, how was it? Yeah, that you're working on. So I feel like once you started, like I feel like you are going to notice major shifts. And in one of your first oracles was within the next few weeks. So I feel like you're going to notice a lot of things like pretty quickly. Like I don't feel like this is one of those things where you'll start it's a little progress. It feels like progress happening really fast. So that is what I have for you, Bree. I hope that was helpful. Yeah, you're gonna be improving your health like majorly is what I'm getting. Is that what you're procrastinating on? Because why I keep getting that? Something you're procrastinating on that you need to just do. So that's a sidebar for you. All right, just you can post. I'm gonna be back on later for a little bit. Not for too long, but definitely be back. All right, let's see, Jess. Let me grab this deck. I just got hot as shit. I don't know why. And thank you, Bree. Sorry, guys. I did not expect to yawn. How would Jess's parents? How would they feel about her? It's going to be a lot of work. I'm using different. Oh, okay, okay. So that's what. Yeah. It's funny because the other day I was like, yo, I have personalized subliminals and I have personalized rampages, and I'm like, I did barely use them this year. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And I was like, you know what? Let me get back into my shit. Like, let me really get back into my shit. Because I feel like if anything, for me the subliminal is definitely like, I mean, anything that you listen to is going to reprogram your mind, right? Like if we're gonna use that term, but I feel like the rampages, like I like to listen to those like when I'm like working out or like cleaning or like being active because I feel like they just motivate me. So even if they're used for motivation, they're good. That's a good thing. All right, let's see. How would they feel? Yeah, girl, that might, yo, remember I said this is what I'm saying. I guess because I'm also spiritually awakened. So, like that, I was just saying, like, having new desires. Didn't I do a reading for you just where I said that too? I feel like we're all like ending the year with like new desires. And that kind of is normal too for the end of the year. Because, people have like what is it called? New Year's resolution. Me, I just call them goals and I just call them desires. Let's see. So that desire might start growing even more. The Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. I feel like they'll be hella supportive, Jess. I'm getting very supportive here. I'm getting like grounded. Um, I feel like they're not gonna want you to make a just like a drastic move. Like, hey, I'm moving out tomorrow. Like, they're gonna want you to like, you know, they're gonna probably give you like little how do you say that advice, like, save up this, or like let's look into this, like let's just take our time, like we're happy, we're gonna support you, but let's do our research. Almost like when you were getting your car, um that's what I'm getting. Like they want it to be a slow and steady move, not that you're like, I'ma just go out there, right? Because they're like, you don't need to struggle, so why rush it, right? Because I got the Knight of Wands at the bottom, the Knight of Swords. Then the next year or two, ideally. Yeah, and I think that that's a good amount of time then. So I feel like that's what I think initially they're gonna be like, okay, what do you like? Are you talking about tomorrow, like, or when? I feel like also to like making sure like, maybe giving you financial advice, but not like, oh, you need to do this, but more so like, okay, let's look and let's see what the market value is out there, like what's going on out here. They may even tell you like, you know what, like renting is so expensive, why don't you look into like buying a house? Because for me the Ten of Pentacles is more about like some like inheritance, it's about wealth, right? It's about like something like long term. So I feel like whenever you do tell them, they're gonna want to help you, but more so you can set yourself up for more so like long term stability and success. Okay. Yeah. And then with the Three of Cups, I see celebrating. This is a circle of support. Like I said, the main thing I got here was like being very supportive, being happy for you, and like collaborating with you. So being helpful. Um, I feel like they'll be excited. The Tower is here with the Strength card. Okay. The Chariot and the Judgment. I feel like it's ending with four major arcana. I feel like the Tower is more so like a change that they know eventually is gonna happen. Um, and with the Strength card, them two paired, I feel like it's more so like there's gonna be like inner stillness is what I'm getting. Like it's gonna almost still, regardless of when you do this, right? It's gonna still feel like unexpected to them. Like it was unexpected, and but at the same time they're like, you know what, like she's getting older, she's, it's time. Like if she's feeling like she's ready, at least I want to be able to help her. um I feel like, oh shit, I don't have the timestamp for it, Bree. Yeah, I don't have the timestamp for it. I'll have to look for it, but once I get off, I have a client, so I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get to that timestamp. You're better off just like going back a little bit and seeing where it stopped at. Um, yeah, so I feel like it's almost like I was saying, like I feel like it may kind of catch them by surprise, but it's also knowing that eventually you were going to move out either way. So it's almost like a one of those things where like they're seeing you grow in front of their eyes, and it's just like, oh my God, she's not little anymore. Um, make a known is something I want to work towards. Yeah, and I feel like that's that. I feel like that's what they're gonna want. Like I feel like that's gonna bring them more comfort, even if you don't care about them having comfort. I feel like it's gonna make them feel even better that it's not you're just making a drastic decision, because I think that's what they're used to. Maybe you're just being like, fuck it, like I'm just gonna work on my Etsy shop. Like, but you moving and you taking it serious is definitely gonna bring them more steadiness. Um, with the Chariot, this is about forward movement. This is about success. Um, it's about, even if they feel like, are you sure? It's like, to me, it's like, different like opposing forces joining, um, and working towards, excuse me, a goal. And then with the judgment, this is like, again, to me, this is looking like purpose. Like eventually you were gonna move out, and I feel like they're happy for you. They're gonna be happy for you. They're definitely gonna be like, okay, so like what, like do you need our help? Like what are you thinking? And again, I feel like it could be a thing where they're like, okay, you want to rent or you want to buy? All right, let's look at the market. Like I feel like there's gonna be information that they're gonna give you that's gonna be very, very, very helpful. Yeah, and I feel like as remember, I feel like as long as this year, like I feel like you're. I mean, well, we can manifest things out of thin air, right? So, but this year maybe like your goal, like on in the physical form, is making sure your finances are where they need to be. Look at the market. That's a good place to start. See what rent looks like. See how much you make, what your expenses are, um, and then go from there. I'll send you a checklist later because that's what I'm working. I'm not the financial part. I'm good on the financial part, but more so like, do I want to rent or do I want to buy in the next like year or two? Hoping in the next year. Yeah. So then now they're gonna be like, okay, so what are you gonna do? Like, what are you doing to get yourself there? Um. So yeah, that's a good thing. So I hope that was helpful. They'll be happy. So I feel like they'll be happy and supportive. All right, Kaiser, you can go ahead and post if you're here. Sorry for the wait. Sorry for the wait, guys. Yes. Hold on. Hi, Kaiser. You can go ahead and post love. Sorry for the wait. Um, like that was my dad checking up on me because I be watching this show with him, and he was like, "You have not been." I usually watch it like around. We start watching like 3:34. Erica's current thoughts, feelings for me. So it's only one question, Kaiser. You paid for. Let me see. Yeah, you pay for it in, for one question. So, um, what do you want me to? What do you? I mean, yeah. What do you want me to like focus on? Like her current thoughts, feelings, or like what she's wanting from you? No, you're good. Girl, I want me some food too. I'm hungry, and I have a client, but that's not till 6. But I like to like I don't like to eat and like be rushing. I like to like devour my food. I gotta post some stuff. I want to do a free channeled reading. I think I'm debating. I'm gonna figure it out. It's the holiday season. I want to do some little giveaways. Current thoughts. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's see. So I bought shrimp fried rice yesterday, and I have a bunch left over, so I'm gonna warm that up, and I'm gonna fry me some chicken. All right, let's see. What are Erica's thoughts towards Kaiser? What are your thoughts? If what she's wanting from you comes out, Kaiser, I'll still say it. I just need a one focus point. What is it? The Page of Swords. Okay, so we have somebody who is watching, um, or curious about you, wanting to know what you're up to, or wanting to know about you. Very alert, but I feel like she's doing it in secret because I have the High Priestess that just came out. Have you talked to her? She's watching in secret. She doesn't want you know what I'm getting from her? She's being very curious about you, but not wanting you to know. Like not wanting you to know for whatever reason. Um, Show me more. The Strength card. She's your coworker crush. The Strength card. There's a lot of love and respect that she has for you. She sees you as very confident, but I'm getting inner stillness again. So if you're not seeing a lot of actions from her or like anything like that, just know that internally there's a lot of like, I want to say like moving parts that are moving, because I see her being very like, how can I say this? Very focused on you. Very focused on you. Um, the Five of Cups. There's a bit of regret here. It's her. She has a regret here. Does she know that you like her, Kaiser? I just want to know. I'm all right. What I'm getting is if you confessed, or if you opened up to her about like maybe like your feelings towards her, and she didn't react at the time, I feel like she's having regrets that she didn't. I feel like she's having regret that she didn't. She's having regrets that she didn't take the opportunity. There's a bit of like missed opportunity here, and she regrets it because now, show me, what is this? I'm telling you, this girl, the you walked away, okay, and that's what I feel, because I feel, all right. We have the Sun, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. I feel like she, in her mind, is like, I think so. This. All right. What I'm getting is, I want to be clear. I feel like she feels a sense of comfort with you, like you're a positive like energy. You're pure positivity, right? And I feel like she knows that she could have ultimate happiness if she would have um taken your offer at the time. So I feel like over time, depending on like, I don't know how long ago this happened, but I feel like over time she started to develop emotional feelings towards you. And I feel like there's a regret that she didn't take that offer when it was on the table to our friendship, but I wasn't having that. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. And I feel like now she feels like she's gonna have to be the one to open up. She doesn't expect you to open up. She knows that it's her responsibility to do it. Look, what I just fucking got, the fucking Eight of Wands. I know I'm like trying to make it make sense because I don't want to confuse you. She knows that she's gonna have to be the one to approach you and say something. She knows that if she wants movement, she's gonna have to take action. She's afraid that you're feeling guarded. Look, the Four of Swords with the Nine of Wands, or at least she knows that you're like, hell no, I'm not gonna be the one to like open this door again. So I feel like she knows that you have like, because the Strength card also talks about self love and self respect. So it's not like you tried to chase her. It's not like you tried to beg her. You kind of was just like, all right, cool. You don't want this. I'll respect that. And I feel like that also is a sense that that's also something that she respects, because you didn't try to, pursue her any further. But I feel like over time, like I said, with this Four of Swords and this Nine of Wands, like she I'm getting renewal. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the near future she starts talking to you, like she tries to open up that door towards, communicating, at least like in a peaceful way. Because I do have the temperance. So this for me is like healing the connection, having self control, but wanting peace with you. Not that things are bad, but at least wanting to like be in contact and like see where it goes from there. Seeing if you're open, because I think she feels, or she, yeah, she feels, or that you might be a bit guarded, so you're not gonna take a chance. The star is here, so the star in this deck, it talks about miracles happening. It talks about like inspiration, um, healing, right? Being hopeful, having faith. But the one that always really stands out to me is like when I studied this deck was it comes up as miracles. So it's almost like expect the unexpected. You may see something that from her, because I'm getting communication, that starts things off slowly. So there's a sense of renewal here coming up. Yeah, like the world card. The seven of cups, one more. One more for the seven of cups. The emperor. Yeah. I feel like you're coming up as the one that's gonna have a little bit of clouded judgment. You're probably gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because I feel like it's so unexpected the way that she's gonna come through. That you're gonna be like, "Is am I reading into this too much, or like, is this what it is?" But I feel like it's gonna be like as clear as it is, like as clear as she's showing up. So that's what I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Look, the two of cups with the hermit, I'm telling you, she's gone within, and the ten of cups at the bottom. She's definitely gone within and gotten her own inner guidance. So yeah, you're welcome. And thank you. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna head out. I'll most likely be back on for like an hour later after I work out, unless the workout takes me out. So have a good day, guys. Bye. And thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'm about to go eat.